Howdy y'all, it's Egg here, and welcome to another adventure. We are going to do the Rising event today in Final Fantasy XIV. The Rising event, if you don't know from last year, is an event that they hold every summer to kind of celebrate a realm reborn. In the lore of Eorzea, it is the day that they remember everyone lost during the calamity when Bahamut came out and a lot of people suffered. So this happens, like I said, it happens every year to commemorate basically the end of the original Final Fantasy XIV and the start of A Realm Reborn, to remember those who have passed. And this is one of my favorite events, because one year you actually got to relive when Ul'dah was taken over by monsters. You got to relive that story and try to defend Ul'dah from all these monsters coming in. There was another one, I think it was last year, where he made these Nemean fireworks, which are a beautiful firework, and the Nemean flower is to remember those who are lost. And then what I like about this is every year you get to meet Yoshi P in game, and he gives you a message about how the past year has affected everyone and how we've persevered and everything. I'm interested to see what it's going to say this year, because this is the year where Endwalker came out. So I don't know. Maybe they won't do it. Maybe they will do it. They normally do it. I'm excited to do this. Let's go. Newfound Journey. I love the symbol too. You can see the symbol is the Final Fantasy symbol. Oh yeah, and everyone's waiting for the minion. I really want to know if it reacts with the Graha minion. Or the Crystal Exarch. If it isn't my dear adventurer friend, pleased am I to see you again. Have you perchance come to join us in remembering the calamity? Yes. If you have a moment, there is a favor I would ask of you. Will you not hear me out? Okay. In part due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking up to take up adventuring. Not all are yet wise to the ways of the world, however, and I fear they may fall prey to the less principled types of Ul'dah. If one such as you were to help them on their way, I would feel more at ease. What say you? Will you not take a fledgling adventurer under your wing? Okay. I'm truly grateful. Now I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly. If you go away at the gates of Nald, chances are a soul will wander in who has just embarked upon a path of adventure. Pray greet them and offer your help. Worry not, you'll have no trouble identifying them. You need but look for someone absorbing in the surroundings. I dare say you'll feel like glimpsing into the past, right to the part where you're greeted by a helpful stranger. I remember when I started. I started here in Ul'dah because I started with Black Mage. Well, Thaumaturge it was then, because I wasn't like the job, I was just a class. But I remember being that adventurer, walking up these steps, new and exciting, waiting for adventure. I started this game because my family was playing. I was the last one to join this game, and now I am hooked. There he is. Hello, adventurer. You look like you're seeking adventure. I'm here to help. Oi, adventurer, over here. Is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Or welcome to Ul'dah! Welcome to Ul'dah! I'm gonna help you. I'm an esteemed adventurer. I have been in countless adventures. Who are you? I'm an adventurer, and I'm here to show you the ropes. An experienced adventurer, you say? And you want to help me on my way? Well, I could certainly use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Ul'dah. My name is Nagia Jakia. Just call me Nagi. And as you rightly guessed, I'm an inspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So, I understand that you first need to register at the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where that is? Yep, I do. It's just down the road here. It's not too far. Ready. Just through that door, is it? Thank you. I'll head there at once. Wait! Oh, man. I was that eager when I started, though. Nagi rushes off before you can offer further explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. This is so nice. Nagi, you ran off before I could really help you. There are things you need to learn about being an adventurer. As much as I would love to say it's all fun and games, there's a lot of deep, important stuff to take into account, okay? In and out. In and out. Come on, Nagi, you can do it. Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here, too. He's nervous to speak to Momodi? Why, hello there. What can I do for you today? That lad's here to register, is he? Yes, ma'am. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Nagia Jakya, and I'm 16 years old. Practically a man grown. Aren't you a lively one? Momodi's the name, and if you want to be an adventurer, then you've come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come, come. I did this! I spoke to Momodi and joined the Adventurers Guild! With that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of gentlemen's woes and womenfolk from time to time. Aww. Now then, normally I'd offer you the grand tour. But in light of present company, I reckon you ought to have it from her. She's a renowned adventurer after all, the bleeding champion of Eorzea, and you could do far worse than to get her advice. Yep. That's me! To begin with, mayhaps you should recommend a guild here in Ul'dah for Nagi to join. If it's too noisy in here, there are benches just outside where we can have a nice little chat. Nagi, you should join the Black Mage Thaumaturge Guild. We are amazing. We blow things up. We put things on ice. We electrocute things. We're very good. We're very good at what we do. You should become a Black Mage. I must confess, choosing a guild is quite daunting. I'd appreciate any advice you can offer. This following duty cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty final registration. Alright, let's talk guilds, my friend. So I am from Ul'dah, and I have been here for years. I'm all ears, Teheka. Adventure can be dangerous. What attracted you to it? Why did you want to become an adventurer? Why did you want to become an adventurer? A merchant who was in the carriage with me, a Bree something, asked me the same thing. At the time, I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. But having now stepped foot in Ul'dah, it's become clear in my mind. I wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon. Wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like them then? Traveling, that is? I love traveling. There's nothing more thrilling than seeing new sights. Traveling is nice, but I prefer to put my roots down somewhere. Oh, this is difficult. Traveling is nice. I love to travel, but I like having a place to come home to. Oh, this is difficult. I love to travel. I love seeing new sights, but I love coming back home. I'll do this one. So you do. So you do. I have an older sister. During the calamity, we fled Gridania and took refuge in a village in the mountains. I ended up staying in that secluded place, and it's been a long dream of mine to travel the world. But inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? One representing students of the fighting arts, or one representing crafters and gatherers. So, as much as I want you to join the Black Mage Guild, I don't know if you'd be a good fighter. You'd be an amazing crafter, though. Oh, I'm gonna say crafters and gatherers. I see, a place where I can learn a trade. Indeed, we can't always rely on fighting to make a living, and having the ability to gather or craft would be invaluable. My phone just wanted to do stuff. If I recall correctly, Uldah's home is the Alchemist Guild. I happen to have some familiarity with medicinal herbs, and I dare say I can put the knowledge to use. Yes, I believe that is a guild for me. I'll go and join at once. I can show you the guild if you like. Thanks for your concern, but I should be fine. If you still have time, though, could you meet me again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask you about. Yeah. Great. I'll look for you here when I'm done. Bye. I hope I convinced him of the right choice. You wait a good while, but Nagi is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps you should look for him in the Adventurers Guild. Is he having some troubles? Nagi, I'm here for you! Aww. That's so nice. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alchemist Guild. Alchemist Guild, there is. I don't go to the Alchemist Guild much. I really should. Okay, are you here? Idiot! Had my mental faculties been diminished as a result, what then? The world would have forever been deprived of my genius, that's what. Oh, you're rude. Who are you supposed to be? This trainee's keeper? Well then, you should know that this fool switched my drinking water with some unknown fluid, which I unwittingly Aw. I'm sorry, Master Severin. It was just an herbal tea. You looked weary, and I thought it might help. Why in the seven hells didn't you say so first? That's why I recorded my vital sense ascertained the tea's effects. Such negligence ill befits an alchemist, and I ought to kick you out of my laboratory right now. You are a turd. You are a turd, and I will blow you up. He's trying his best. Still, you completed the assignment task perfectly. In light of this, you have earned another chance. Very well, you may serve as my assistant on a probationary basis. Turd. I'm sorry you had to see that, Dahiga. It seems all is well, at least for now. Master Severin truly lives and breathes alchemy. Though the tea is quite bitter, he thought only of its effects and made no comment on the taste. I believe I stand to learn much under him, and I'll do my best not to incur his ire. I must also apologize to you for keeping you waiting. So engrossed was I in potion making, I lost track of time. That's okay, you found a craft that you like. That's fine. Oh, and one other thing. As I was at my work, a particular minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk the path of an adventurer, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me. If you're willing. He's apparently waiting at the Ruby Road Exchange. Yeah, I want to go talk to the Wandering Minstrel with you. Come on, let's go. I love this event. I love this event. To the Ruby Road Exchange. Where is that? That's the Sapphire Road Exchange. Where's the Ruby Road Exchange? Oh, there it is. This one's closer. I think this is when we talk to him. It's so nice seeing a budding adventurer wanting to start off, you know? Oh, Wandering Minstrel, hello. My friend, you have done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? Do you mean to say Tega approached me at your behest? She did, I must confess. You see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times. While any number of subjects would be worthwhile, of greatest interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. And thus, bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike. I'm pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience walking your path, you have helped Nagi to begin walking his. Reminder that the present owes its existence to the past. That is to say, the present and the past are deeply intertwined. If we would capture the former, we can well disregard the latter. This brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to this realm's rebirth, and present it to me with a tale. Well, no, that sounds not unlike the treasure hunt. And it'd be my very first task as an adventurer. What do you say, Taika? Shall we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Excellent. When you have your items, pray seek me out the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring. There are many vendors at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something, so let's begin our search there. So, I mean, this kind of like indirectly is like what actually happened with Final Fantasy, because over the last year or two, Final Fantasy XIV kind of exploded in popularity. I know a couple people were leaving WoW, and I don't think it was just WoW that brought the popularity of this, or certain players from WoW. I think it was a combination of WoW, and then how, you know, the whole pandemic happened, so a lot of people were stuck home. And this community really opened its arms to a lot of people that I found. And I think that, and, you know, the hype of Shadowbringers and the release of Endwalker and just the timing of everything, it really worked out. And there have been a lot of new players coming into this game. I know, because the server queue time, even for my commerce server, has been higher. I would hate to be experiencing those really long wait times on those really popular servers. I'm not on that popular of a server, but yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, new and old adventures coming together sort of thing. It's nice. Come on, let's begin looking around. Oh, hi, accompany me. Oh, this is because not everyone has done that sort of thing. Do you have an item from the Calamity? Welcome, welcome. What is it that you're after? We're looking for an item from the Calamity. Have you... Oh, dude, you're like standing in front of me. Objects with connection to the Calamity, you say? Why, I have just a thing. An amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, and lost his own life giving the stranger aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale, but I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? The night fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. That the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon, and his last breath he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So what do you say? Are you interested? I'll willingly part with this relic for a special price. For today only. This feels dubious. This isn't real. Try to look around some more. There's bound to be other things out there. Plus, the Calamity didn't happen 5 years ago. The Calamity happened almost a decade ago. Hey, you. Oh, is this the local cuisine? Goodness, but everything looks so good and amazing. In the course of your journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food. From simple fare to exotic feasts. I look forward to sampling everything, too. Aww. Oh, here. Yabatia. Oh, if it isn't you, Taika, how have you been, my friend? I'm still working at my craft, as you can see. And from the Rising this year, Esteen has organized a street exhibit for me. Please. Oh, yeah, because he's the one who made this. Last year, he made this, it's tile, like glass tile. Esteen has organized this street exhibit for me. Please feel free to browse at your leisure. And don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear connection to Calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder pane, entitled the Sultana 7, depicts an inspiring event from the Calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamud. Its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned onto the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Ul'dah. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Unamo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their Sultana. There, she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies under the brink of the 7th Umbral Era. Yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, to proffer him a hand of succor. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Ul'dah. and those who returned from the battle found their home much as they had left it, the gleaming jewel of the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. She is. Nanamo is amazing. Ul'dah is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing the tale. It's inspiring indeed, and you've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. So far, so good. Let's look just a little more. Yeah, that was last year's event that we did that. I remember that. House of Splendors? What kind of place is this, I wonder? I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for script. Our services are only available for those who we know and trust. So if I want to be a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nagi. One day. Oh, here. Greetings! From daily necessities to unusual curios. Ideal in all manners of wares. Is there something in particular you seek? You need but ask. We're looking for a calamity-related item? Objects to do with a calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case, I have something that may be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the calamity in detail, and I dare say it has value for students of history. Oh, an adventurer's first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it. Do you keep a journal of your adventures as well, Taheka? If so, I'd love to read it too one day, with your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I also have a scrapbook of articles from The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover events outside of the calamity, however. Articles from The Raven, you say? I dare we say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. Okay, where's this quiet spot? Ooh, quiet spot. What are you handing out? Okay. Quiet spot with a bunch of people in it. Right, this looks as good a spot as any. So what item do we want? I don't know about you, but that was all very new and exciting for me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object, it's been a great experience. I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we want to take back to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? The ring is a fake. The ring is a fake. And the Sultana 7 was not from the calamity, but it's inspired by the calamity. So I'm going to go with the Retired Adventurer's Journal. Because the way that they, like I said, the way they explained the ring was a fake. First of all, the calamity, from my understanding, was not 5 years ago. If it goes chronologically, it was 10 years ago almost. Because that's when ARR started, or that's when the calamity happened. About 10 years ago, so it was definitely more than 5. And then he changed his story so the ring could be passed on. So that makes no sense. And the Sultana 7 pain was from the event last year. So I'm going to take the Retired Adventurer's Journal. I see. I did consider that too. But in the end, settled on something else. What is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. I think he's going to purchase the Raven pages. Because he had some interest in the Raven pages, so we're probably going to the same vendor. You obtain the Retired Journal. Back to the minstrel at the Ruby Exchange. This way. And this way. And up. Oh, this is it. This is when we talk to him, I think. Welcome back. You each found an item I trust? Yes, I found this journal. Well, now, what have we here? A journal from a retired adventurer. The journal of an adventurer, you say? Despite the vendor's claims, such records typically do not have much historical value, on account of the limited perspective and inherent partiality. Yet by the same token, they have great value to me, for they offer a glimpse into the writer's heart. There is no richer material for penning verses. Now then, what of you, young Nagi? What might this be? Scrapbooks of articles from the Raven. You see, my sister's a reporter for the tabloid. During the calamity, she traveled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys. I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. They seemed like such a diverse crowd of adventurers. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose a scrapbook. I see. The footprint someone leaves on their journey became the starting point for another. It's true, though. Oh, picture. Whoop. Yes, a verse comes to me. A blessing for those souls who are taking their first cherry steps to the unknown. Pray lend me your ears. Yes. Bling. Echo, 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 echo. Hello. Hi. I'm here. Again. Come here every year, you know? All new adventurers starting their adventures. Hello. Hi. Of course he's a reaper. Hi. I love this. Hello. I love this. Greetings, warrior play. Don't act surprised, you see him every year. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you to here that I might express my gratitude. I love this. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. Ooh, ooh, I can get a good picture. I know we're in the middle of a good scene, but... Oh, wait, one more person. Ooh. Beautiful. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to strike. Like an adventurous journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet, I ardently believe that is a small but significant step in our quest to creating new adventures. Indeed, another great change is about to visit this world, and it shall open the way to exciting new journeys. And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on, to the distant horizon. Now, the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path and know that you are in our hearts, always. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travel. I love these events so much. This is such a good event. Thank you for the generous reward and the uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time I set on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again somewhere out there. Come what may, never forget to smile. Pass me a grassy sticker. Smile better suits a hero. Come what may, never forget to smile. I love this event so much. Though much more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history do we stand, and for you I would perform another song. Your life is a... Ooh. That's pretty. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief. Neath stars through storms, the answers to seek. Your footprints are threads to be gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent, dancing high to the heaven. From the embrace of the gods, though mankind had been torn, upon winds eternal lives and memories are born. The future is unwritten, bring it rapture or sorrow. Our journey shall continue until tomorrow and tomorrow. Every year. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Nagi set off? Did the sight fill you with worry for a fledgling adventurer? Did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginnings? Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. Oh my god, that is amazing. That was amazing! I had to get that. I can't get that one every year. That was so good. Complete. Oh my god, that was so good. The whole 9 yams. Okay, now there's a couple things I want to do first before I stop. First of all, where is my new minion? There he is. I have to clean out my inventory. Second of all, I need to go speak to... I really want to go speak to Grahatia with this minion because I want to see what happens. Okay, I believe he would be at the Baldessian Annex still. Is he here? Main hall. Because he's got to be here because this is when we're researching the... No, he's not. Where are you, Graha? I need to show you this minion I have. Oh, no. Where would he be? He's got to be back in Old Charlian because... He's got to be back in Old Charlian because he was working with Kryol to research the place. The Omphalos. But he's got to be in here. Or he's at the library. Hey, do you know where Graha is? No. Well, that blows. I wanted to see his reaction to the minion. But it seems he is AWOL. We can still take the minion out, though. Minion guide. Nope. Yeah. Hi. What if I poke you? Nothing? What if I pet you? No reaction. What if I give you something? Nothing. No reaction from the guy. Does he walk with a hunch? Aw, well, it's too bad I can't show this to Graha. I can't find him. We'll just have to show it to Graha when we see him again. So that's it for now. We got the minion. We did the event. I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. I always love the Rising events. They're so short, but they're so fun, and I love them. So that's it for now then. Until the next adventure. See you next time, y'all. Bye-bye.